Oh, somebody will pick it up. Yeah.
Not that I'm not taking that to throw away, I'm talking about come by and look at things and get it,
Yeah. I think I already know who's gonna be there, there's a lady. She's actually the oldest resident in the village. She lives right off.
She gets out, it's up front.
She thinks something, we were talking yesterday, because her house, I was keeping an eye, because the garage things, so I went by. But I met her already, and so I was told that she goes around and picks some good stuff, so.
I think that.
I would be surprised. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if she gets some. Green. That chair that I'm giving away, do you know anyone who? Not sure. School, this is anybody. Yeah. Do you want to bring it? I'll bring it. Those nice, they're nice, but I have three. Oh, I got two blacks and one white. And. You know, we're gonna keep out the history. Yeah, they're Greek, right? So actually I should give away the tracks of. Oh, no, because I, two, I come to three bases. So two, so. And. The water at the ocean is so peaceful, there are no waves. What is it?
Well, Plaza.
So good.
that what they were specifically teaching or.
With small variations, it's very difficult for us to work with. Because if you don't fire it enough, it's as clear as this. And if you fire it too hot, it's exactly like this paper, so. So he wanted to work with it more than that, so he had worked out how to get it properly, you know, to the proper temperature that you get the best, which is not with the manufacturers, that's all too. And it really, they came out clear. It's good.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, it needs a better bulb. If it had a better bulb, we'll see more of the peach tones. It's too bright a bulb.
Oh my god, that is just.
It has the blue undertone, it's such a bright light, the LED picks up too much.
If I had a place for that and I didn't have cats.
My cats, it's a very heavy base, so the cats have not bothered it.
I think gaming seats.
Um,
Oh, one of the little gaming seats today. I can't go out with the other two boys that live in there. Looking for the garage door. One of them had climbed to the top of the ravine door, and then worked his way up into the wall. It's up there.
Well,
So my poor husband, 1 week after surgery,
I would, should call.
what he had to do is block it off. So he got on his ladder and he put cardboard to block it
How
off.
did you go to surgery?
Didn't beautifully.
It should not be on ladder.
I probably.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
He had a block it off, and then. Well, what's from the game's back in the yard, that day or two. And he was going back and he didn't know what it was.
So, these buildings.
My 19-year-old knows I'm tired of medication, which I can shove down the throat, but I'm trying to get her to get on her own, because other people. So I get a little bit happy. And I'm trying to think that's the first little one, it's on, and she makes. So it's, you made a noise at the bowl like it was eating.
Good. And that's probably coming down.
Stop on we can cancel.
But
yeah,
How's everything?
Doing great, how are you?
This thing right. Go back, it's going back. It looks good, yeah. I told him I can go through process. Yeah, sure. It was the last one. I think they were really last minute. It's not sensitive. I just wanted to find things out, but I know some of it has to grow a little bit longer. It was good. So I make those. I have a dog cat. My ear is just like.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I got this how it's. No, I sort of do it, and it's the shape up there, so it's like, oh, really, but some of it. Yeah, my hair. But, you know, low intelligence. Yeah, he doesn't like good hair. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the Village of Biscuit Compliance Board meeting, Tuesday, February 24. Time is 6:01 p.m. Clerk, please call roll.
Janie Anderson, Dale Blinton, Rafa Barrientos, Judy Hammerberg, Michael Lanat, Green C. Grant, Rafael Gutierrez, Vanessa Cherry present.
Did Vanessa Cherry say aye? Here? I didn't hear.
Aye.
She's here? Okay.
Okay, good evening again, everyone. This is a meeting of the Village of Biscayne Park Code Compliance Board. The board is authorized pursuant to Chapter 14 of the Village's Land Development Code to ensure compliance with the Village's Code of Ordinances. The members of the board are citizens and residents of the Village of Biscayne Park. We volunteer our time and we are not paid for our services. The purpose of each hearing is to give any alleged violators the opportunity to contest the decision of the code compliance officer, which resulted in the issuance of a notice of violation, and to determine whether a violation of the village's code has occurred or is occurring. We are not authorized to dismiss violations based on hardship, ignorance, or the fact that others may be guilty of the same violation. These hearings are conducted in a quasi-judicial manner. Our responsibility is to act much like a judge in a court, and that is to hear cases presented by the village's code compliance officers and to hear contradictory arguments presented by the alleged violators. We are not authorized to change the code. Village Commission is solely authorized to enact or revise codes. Conversely, neither the commission nor the village manager have the authority to overrule the findings of the board. Pursuant to Chapter 162 Florida statutes, orders of the board can only be appealed to the Circuit Court of Miami-Dade County. We have the authority to assess and order the payment of civil penalties, to issue orders having the force of law, to command whatever steps are necessary to bring a violation into compliance, and to assess administrative costs. In order to make a finding upholding the code compliance officer's decision, we must find that there is substantial competent evidence that the named violator was responsible for a violation of the relevant section of the code as charged. All documentary evidence presented by the parties must be submitted for placement in the hearing file. No documentary evidence will be considered unless the alleged violator or code compliance officer submits a copy for the hearing file. Each party shall have the right to call and examine witnesses, to introduce exhibits, to cross-examine opposing witnesses on any matter relevant to the issues, even though that matter was not covered in direct examination, to impeach any witnesses regardless of which party first called them to testify, and to rebut the evidence against them. If you intend to address the board and have not signed in, please do so. Anyone wishing to address the board, including anyone on Zoom, please stand and raise your right hand so you may be sworn in. You're reminded that this board is a quasi-judicial board and giving false testimony can be penalized.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
We have none. Good evening. My name is Doreen Grant. I'm the co-director for the Village of Biscayne Park. The first case is in section 6, old business, and it's item number 6.2. It's for the address 720 Northeast 117th Street. Property owner is Green Products ROC 360 dash Lawn Thunder LLC. Representative Mitchell Hammond Associate, I believe, is on Zoom. This particular property went into foreclosure. There were several violations and that were accumulating liens. All liens were not priority liens, so we lost the liens in the foreclosure. We could not get any money. We could not get any funds in the foreclosure. The property was sold at a much lower price. So there was no gain in the foreclosure for the village. However, per our legal department, all the violations and all the orders of enforcement survived. So the representative is here, so we can disclose to him officially what the code violations are. We have presented them with the same information that we presented to the board. However, we just wanted to make it official so they know.
There is, of the 17 listed, there is one that is not a fine. It is hard cost.
Correct.
Does that have a different legal standing than the fine?
Absolutely. This is hard cost. It cannot be reduced. It's $750. It is an abatement because the village cleaned up the property.
How do you want to handle this? You want to, first of all, sir, thank you very much for zooming in and taking the time to be here tonight. I appreciate it. We all do. Doreen, how would you like to go over it with me?
I would like to go ahead and read the cases onto the record. And then I'll state the amounts. I'll go ahead and read all the cases onto the record. The first case is CEN-24-655 for overgrowth. This is a civil citation with a $75 outstanding amount. Second case is CEN-24-594 overgrowth. Outstanding civil penalty, $25. CEN-24-382 trash cans. Outstanding civil citation, $25. CEN-23-595 438 for trash cans. Outstanding civil penalty, $25. CEN 23-437, overgrowth. Outstanding civil penalty, $25. CEN 24-654, pool maintenance. Outstanding fines, $141, $141,621.19. Did I say that right? It's a large amount. And the next case is CEN 24-653, swimming pool water clarity standards. Outstanding amount, $141,621.19. Next case is CEN 24-652, safety barrier for the swimming pool. Outstanding amount as of January 23rd, $611.19. Next case is 24-596, Red Driveway. Walkway maintenance, it was overgrown. We issued a notice of violation instead of a civil citation because of the extent of the violation. Outstanding amount, $611.19. Next case is CEN 24-381, 383 for a fence that required a latch, left the pool area open and unsafe. Outstanding amount, $611.19. CEN 24-381 for exterior paint. Outstanding fines, $611.19. Next case is CEN 25-1011, overgrowth. This was the abatement for $750. CEN 25-1014, repeat violation for water clarity. Second offense, $13,000 outstanding as of today. Next case, 25-1015, second offense, pool safety barrier, $13,000 outstanding. Next case, 25-1016, pool maintenance, second offense, $13,000 outstanding. There are two outstanding permits that were left open. PM-17-0024, mechanical permit for AC that they were trying to install but never closed the permit. It's $395.92 outstanding. And then there's an expired paint color approval, EP-24-23, no outstanding amount for that one.
All of these that you just went, which are still not in compliance?
We recently,
Many of them in compliance, I should probably say.
I would say, the civil penalties have to be paid the way they are. The property still needs maintenance. We recently abated the property. So I would say as of today, it doesn't need cutting. However, it needs to be cleaned up. There's dry vegetation and other things that can be, cleaned up and need to be maintained.
What about
The swimming,
issues? The very,
swimming pool is the main problem that we have. It's still very,
it's still not clear.
it's not maintained. The water is green. It's not.
So it's at risk for a child falling into it and drowning.
That's correct.
Let me ask a question, Doreen. Has this property changed hands? Is there a surplus?
Yes, there was no surplus.
There is no surplus. But we have a new owner?
Yeah.
Is that the new owner on the TV there? Okay, so I mean, I saw, is that John Hearn? Is that our old John Hearn? Okay, so he's back now?
It's our legal,
Okay,
it's our,
He was years ago, then he came back.
he was up in Coral Springs, the same guy that was in Coral Springs? Hearn, okay. All right, so, I mean, I see what his recommendation is. What is your recommendation? What is the number? What are you asking for?
we have all these cases open. I would recommend that they go ahead and comply with the violations and then come back and ask for it.
It needs to be secured, the pool needs to be cleaned, that needs to be taken care of for safety. It's a safety issue. And it's a major liability for the property owner.
And when did the property change hands?
January is when they filed the new,
Like
January 12th?
last year,
here, it's like January 15th.
yes.
And the new owner hasn't done anything to secure the pool?
They haven't done.
And have you had any conversations?
They have been in touch. They've been finding out what they need to do. So we decided to bring them here so we can give them this update.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to please identify yourself and your relationship to property, because we would like to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And thank you for your time today. I'm Mitchell Harmon. I'm with Rock 360, also on there as Loan Funder LLC. I'm a representative today. And yes, I mean, so we did recently come into this property. We weren't aware of any of the citations or fines until recently when the liens came up. Obviously, we want to sort this as soon as possible, especially considering the safety issues. So we've already had our contractors go out on site. We have bids that we can submit, however, as a proof, kind of a forward momentum. We have bids to drain the pool, secure the gate, and everything. And we plan to act on this immediately. The other option, or the other thing we kind of wanted to bring to the group today is we can have this. So obviously, we just took possession. We had to foreclose on this property, and we have a buyer who is a professional builder who could close in a matter of days. And they honestly may be better suited and a lot faster than we may be, because we're a nationwide lender, to abate and get this property compliant. But the issue is obviously with $300,000 worth of fines, that's not going to be possible. So I was just wondering if there's any options for us to transfer this property as soon as possible to have that professional builder go out and take care of this property.
Well, here's my number one concern. The organization has been in possession of this property for just over a month now. That would seem to be more than enough time to do the obvious, and that is at the very least to have secured that pool. That is it's an extraordinary danger. I mean, it is truly an accident waiting to happen. And in over a month, there's been no effort to at least get that done. Then talk to the city, come like you are tonight in front of the board. See what can be worked out, but that alone should not have required us to tell you to go do that.
But usually we do not allow for fines to be decreased until the issues have been complied with.
Just
So if there's no
understood.
compliance,
right now,
yeah, if
the obvious, get in there and secure that property.
if there's no compliance, I don't see how we can decrease because our own regulations require things to be in compliance before we can decrease the fines.
Yeah, please read John Herron's letter.
I mean, Mr. Harmon, I have to echo Ms. Anderson's point on the fact that you've been in possession of this for over a month and the pool issue is still not resolved. What is your plan for taking care of that? I mean, we have a unsecured pool and there's lots of children in this community, and people are walking around all the time, and it's not secure, which means that anybody could get in that backyard and get into that pool area.
And the neighbors have young children and the mosquitoes are just horrible.
Understood. Yeah, absolutely. So we just got the bids in, I think within the last 24 hours for the pool. We're going to approve those and get those contractors out there immediately. I think that's the next step, no matter what, securing that pool. And then also the gate as well.
Yeah, I mean, you got to secure the ability for anybody not to pass through that area to the pool. I mean, you got to have to block that off, like yesterday.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm sorry, Michael. Is there any reason the village can't secure the pool and then build a property on it? This has just gone on too long.
Right. I can put that in front of the village manager. It's a process for us to go before the commission, get bids. First, we have to get bids and then get approval from the
And
commission.
in the meantime,
In the meantime, I think we can get this done within the week. I mean, is there any way that you can just give us a few more days? We can get this done and report back to you?
It's up to
Like I
them.
said-
A week sounds good to us. They can do it within a week. What we don't want to do as a village, and I represent the village, we do not want to get into their process of conveyancing this property to someone else.
Right.
We don't know if it will happen. We don't know.
Exactly.
So,
We have to deal, sir, right now with your organization is in possession, you are the owner. What happens tomorrow, the next day, what you choose to do from a business perspective,
it's,
we will deal with at that point, but we have to deal with this tonight, and as my co-board member just said, safety is a paramount. Now, Doreen, just a slight aside, do I understand though, the liens are gone, that means the fines are gone?
no,
Fines are not gone.
right, the orders of enforcement still stand according to the legal
Okay, okay. It's only the liens.
that are reported. Is what
Gotcha.
they are. However, the orders of enforcement that were issued, still stand, because when you buy a property, you buy it with everything that.
That's what I thought. Okay, I misunderstood. Okay,
Buy the problems as well.
all right. So by this time next week, can we count on that property being secure?
Yes, we're gonna approve the bids now and follow up daily with the vendors to make sure they're out there. We'll get this done as soon as possible.
As soon as
And then,
possible, as soon as possible within the week.
The date, sir. I don't want as soon as possible. You don't know how many times we hear that.
Understood, understood. Yes, by next Tuesday, we'll do everything in our power to get this done.
Okay, so by Tuesday, March 3rd.
Yes.
So if we do attain compliance by that date, we'll schedule this case for the hearing on the 18th so they can come and ask for relief. Fine.
That works. That's it. So at this point, we have settled that the pool will be secured no later than Tuesday, the 3rd, and that the property owner will come back to us at the March meeting, the 18th, with a report on what has come into compliance and what, if any, fine reductions he can appeal for. Okay.
That sounds good. And actually, if it's okay, I might just want to double check with y'all. What we'll be doing, I'm looking at the list now. We're going to drain the pool, install a vinyl pool cover that secures the top of the pool, and then we're going to be taking care of the gate. That way, no one can enter. Is there anything else that we would like to see done?
If they could pressure clean the wall, would be good. If it looks really bad. Pressure clean or paint it.
Okay, and the walls of the entire home, or what specific walls?
It's just the exterior wall. It's not a very big house, so I don't think it would take much to.
Got it.
At
Okay, thank you
least
so
the
much.
front, if they can do the front, because it's right of way, that would suffice.
Basically, all is visible.
Yeah, all that we can see from a public right of way, it needs to look good. The vegetation, the dry vegetation on the yard has to be removed.
Okay, got it. We'll take care of that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I once again, I said I was the second if you take it from the amendment, but, gentlemen, I mean, to clarify, it would be draining the pool and making sure it's secured, and that covers the clarity of the water.
And the gate, and then the pressure clean.
By March 3rd, the pool will be secured and drained. And the property, any part of the building structure that's visible will at least be pressure washed. Any debris in the yard to be cleaned up and kept clean. Then the property owner will come back at the March meeting as a progress report and what, if any, reductions you may be eligible for.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
Thank you, Mitchell. We'll get in touch.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
We appreciate your help.
Next item is in section 7. And it's item number 7.8, 9 and 10. The address 1107 Northeast, 117th Street. First case number CE-26-0009, owned by B Park 110 LLC in care of their registered agent, Eval Bao. We are asking for an order of enforcement on this case. They were found to be in violation of chapter 5.6.1A1 to 2 off-street parking. The driveway does not meet approved design standards. Case, I'll read all of them. The first case is the only one that needs an order of enforcement. The other two have complied. So 1107, same address. Case number CE 26-0010, same property owner. To be in violation of section 8.4.3.1 tarps on the roof. This case is in compliance. The next case, CE 26-001-0011, same property owner. Found to be in violation of section 8.4.3.1 G. Exterior wall of the house needed to be painted. It has been painted. Case is in compliance.
Is this the house that was like behind a bunch of vegetation and then the vegetation got removed? So then it
Yes,
revealed all of the things that
it
you,
was covered in vegetation and they've cut everything down.
is this the same owner or is it a new owner did that?
It's the same, well, they bought it from the lady that had the 50 cats.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, it's a new owner and the new owner took down the vegetation?
we were hoping, they were here before and they were supposed to apply for development permits to develop the property, to demolish that house and develop the property, but it's been quite some time and the village manager now has instructed us to issue violations to all properties that don't have any development permits, are vacant and are not maintained. So it's not just this property, you'll be seeing a lot of other properties.
Okay.
Okay, so should we take 9 and 10 first, since you,
You want me to make a motion?
yes, please.
Okay, on case number CE-26-0010, that the property is in compliance and I move to close.
Second.
Michael, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
If I may go to the next one. On case number CE-26-0011, the property is now in compliance and move to close.
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0. Back.
So Doreen, before we get into talking to the representative or the owner, what, if any, conversations have you had about the driveway or the property's intent? Because I know that you said they were here before, you were going to develop it. What's the plan now that you understand?
Out to him and he's been very occupied with other things. And this is the first time I've seen him in a long time. So he can explain what's going on.
Okay.
Hello,
Sir.
good evening. How are you? Sure, I'm the RA and the is RA Valzevel. I'm Randy Anglin, one of the owners of the property.
You're the registered agent?
Val is the registered agent, but I'm on the Sunbiz as being one of the directors for the company. Randy Anglin,
Randy England is in the country?
Anglin as an Anglin.
Oh, Anglin,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So what's up with this property, Mr. Anglin?
So we purchased it, I think it was sometime early to mid last year. And the intent at that time was to move forward with the development of the. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Otherwise, I guess it's still.
Yeah, it's not record. And the sound you turn down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sir, you could just sit there, if you like, and use that, right?
There's just. No. You can speak there.
Right. Stand like it would fall.
Perfect.
Can you guys hear me okay? On the record?
Yep, go
Okay,
ahead.
great. So we purchased the property sometime early to mid last year. The idea was to move forward with development on the site. We were in the process of ordering, getting the permitting together and everything. The world changed over the last year. Costs went up, went kind of crazy. We've had a couple of other homes in the area that has not been able to sell on Northeast 8th Avenue. We kind of held on to see where things were from a cost perspective. At this point, we've decided to move forward with the construction, hence that we've cleared the site. All with different things. So right now, the two open items, which is the driveway itself, I believe it's just the driveway, possibly the paving. That'll be rectified when we submit for our permits for construction. We've already began assembling the different permit applications from all our different disciplines, plumbing, electric. I was hoping to have it done before this meeting, but I would anticipate it'll be completed within the next 2 weeks. I'm requesting a 30-day extension to get everything done, and I think that'll be to submit the application for development or building. And then at that point, I believe we'll be in compliance.
Comments from staff, from the board?
Well, considering how much work they've done since we issued the violations, I would recommend that you give them the 30 days.
Board? Comment?
Great.
30 days. Have them come back at our March meeting and give us an update?
Certainly.
Yes. March
18.
Eight.
to
Development.
obtain all necessary permits. No,
We may have to push them to April because March 18 is not 3 weeks from now.
no,
Would it be to submit the permits? Because I don't, we wouldn't be able to obtain them within 36.
let's just do it as a, perhaps a
Submission.
progress
Yeah.
report, that he's at least started the process rolling, then we can make a decision from there based on what he comes back and tells us, because yes, no way in a month he's gonna have permits. Not gonna happen.
Should we give him till April?
What do you think? Your motion? April the 8th. First meeting is April 15th. At least according to this, let's check to be sure. Yeah, it would be the 15th. The 18th is Saturday.
Yeah, I personally weigh heavily what our staff says about working with you. So if they think we should give you more time, I think that's a good thing to do. And
April, is it okay? Would you be
April's good.
comfortable with that?
Right. Yeah, they did a lot of
Right.
work.
May I clarify, is that for submission or the actual permits itself?
That would be for the driveway.
Oh, for the driveway?
Yes, that's all we're
No.
talking about at this point.
So
It's gonna be,
Right.
Yeah.
If
it-
they're developing a property,
But what he's here for is only the driveway.
Correct. We can keep this violation open. If they submit the permits, then this becomes secondary. It
Exactly,
said
exactly.
in the development
Yeah.
permits.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what makes
Then
sense.
their developmental request for
But we,
developmental permits.
we can't just not have this. This has to be what we're dealing
Do a
with
big
and then
part.
see what he comes back with in April.
Yes. So I believe the order should be for them to either submit or obtain development permits. Right, so submission would be March, are you? Correct, correct. So if they want to give the order for submission only, that would be up to the board. Now, new construction takes a long time, so you would have to give them enough time to be able to go through the process, which may take 90 days to 6 months for them
Wha-
to get the development permits.
I would rather set some parameter
Right.
2 months out because we've seen too much of what happens. Now, that may mean in April, we have to chart another course, but at least the gentleman,
Progress report every 2 months.
I'm sorry,
The progress report every 2 months.
Hey, but, on case number, CE dash, dash 0009, up until April 15th, to get developmental plans or have a fully issued driveway, permit. And at that point, hold on.
I'll second.
in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0.
So April. Yeah, April. at least
April 15th,
everything's-
you either have a driveway permit, obtained, or submit your developmental.
And if not,
permit.
Agreed.
yeah,
I do
if,
have one question though. I do want to put up fence now, temporary construction fence, property.
you have to get a
That you have to.
Permit.
present, along with your permit application for that,
Yes.
your plan, your demo plans or some sort of
Separate.
developmental plans. You can't just put up a construction fence.
Thank you.
What's the other property address on 8th Avenue that you guys did?
Modern.
And what's this one gonna look like?
It's 2-story. I think it's going to be much well, similar in design, say, blend of modern and kind of contemporary. I think these turned out good. They're right here. Up, make a left. One on
They're both on the west side, right?
yes.
Okay, there's this Sugar Cube one, and then there's like a more one with pitched roofs. Neither one of them sold yet? Hmm.
that's the one on 117th and 10th.
1/17 and 8th.
8th, the two on 8th, the two new constructions on the west side of the road.
Yeah. So.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Sir,
All right. Have a good evening.
You too.
Next item, or in section 7, new business.
ask for pause just a second. Gotten someone who signaled me that audio is not coming through. Is there anything we can do? Or is that beyond
The audio from the speaker or in,
YouTube?
but ours or just the podium?
Zoom.
That was Zoom.
Talking about YouTube.
I mean, there might not be anything we can do, and that's unfortunate, because we actually do have some folks who watch.
People watch this? My goodness.
Okay, anyway,
Wow.
just thought I'd let you know. We should probably move on that note.
Next.
Have to go on, he's texting IT to come in to the computer and
Okay, next case.
The next case is in section 7, new business, and it's item number 7.3, and it's for the address 859 Northeast 115th Street. First case number is CE 25-1012, Elena Agabekova. Found to be in violation of section 16.14 double fee permits. A construction dumpster was parked in front of the yard without first obtaining a permit. Second case, same address, case number CE-26-0029, same property owner. We're asking for an order of enforcement on that case as well. It's the same section in violation, but this is a second offense.
Are these two different dumpsters
That's correct.
at two different times?
2 different times.
Is the house under construction, to your knowledge?
They were renovating, yes. So they had the dumpster first time, we issued a violation, and then they had it the second time without getting a permit.
And what communications did you have after the first and before the second? I mean, after the first, before the second.
Are you representing this property? Sir, are you representing this property?
His English is not that good. Ukrainian.
Sir, I need you over here. It needs to be recorded, sorry. Thank you, Dale.
What? You put it back.
Won't pick them up, Dan.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, did we ever get the answer on the communications after the first violation and before the second one?
Excuse me. Yes, I did. I had a conversation with his son, and he was going to go ahead and apply. They did apply, but they applied for a dumpster and the fence. So the building department declined that application. So I reached out to his son and I said, hey, you can't do that. You need to do for the first one. You just do it for the dumpster. The first one, yes. So he agreed that we're going to go ahead and do it. Didn't happen. So then a few weeks later, there's another dumpster. Again, I reach out and I say, hey, there's no permit on file. So we had a conversation back and forth, and they promised me that they were going to remove the dumpster that day. So it didn't.
It wasn't removed?
So the one day, I reached out again and I said, hey,
And then with regard to the rejected initial permit by the building department, was it because they tried to do it in tandem? Why did it get rejected? I thought you said that he did apply and it got rejected.
The mistake he made was apply for both fence and dumpster in one permit. It was supposed to apply separately because they are two very separate
But
things.
then when he was told it was rejected, he did not.
They did, no,
And do the one by itself. He didn't do anything.
they didn't go ahead and,
But there was an initial effort made. They just messed it up and then they didn't go back and fix it once they were told.
were told after the rejection, they explained to them why it was rejected and they were supposed to submit correctly, but they didn't.
Okay. Well, at least there was an effort on at the front end.
Yeah.
Now, sir, you live at the property? Because you're renovating still? But you said, I think before you came up here, you represented that your wife had said that she was gonna do it tomorrow, and I think that she told you, Doreen, that she was doing that. She reached out and told you that?
She,
Or-
she spoke with Raphael.
Raphael,
She
okay.
will come in tomorrow. And
The point is, we have two. One is one thing, two, without a permit. I'm having a hard time finding an excuse for that, sir.
Well, without a valid permit, I mean, there appears to be an effort, so it's not like they just did it without trying. And there's been recent,
I think we have a responsibility. If we find out from the village what we've done was not the correct way, we don't just drop the ball and say, okay, I tried. You got to go back in, you got to do it right, even if you have to go over to Village Hall and beg for help.
Doreen, what is your recommendation?
they have been in violation 2 times. They were told the first time that they were in violation and that they would have to pay double fee permits to apply for the permit. So they did go ahead, like you say, and try, but they didn't finish the process. So they are still in violation. And then they went ahead and made the same mistake the second time. So they were in violation 2 times and they should be penalized twice.
Any other comments from the board? Anyone like to make a motion?
For a dumpster, they can get it in a day. They just have to pay the fine.
But we have to just allow enough time for the order. I'll second.
I agree.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is that a no, Mike? Michael? I'm sorry. So motion passes 3-1. I agree. I agree. $13. I'll second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
So I'll ask the board, are they going to get 2 separate permits or will they just do 1 double fee permit for the dumpster?
If we,
It will be 2.
right.
Okay, so for the first one, double fee and this. Okay, I will have to tell the building department. So 1 double fee.
First, the double.
Regular. Okay.
Michael, I'm sorry, was that a yea or a nay? Thank you, sir. Good luck from here out.
250. Next item, section 7.
Has she been sworn in?
No. I was just gonna.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Just wanted to mention before that the YouTube is not working. Could hear it.
Oh, it was on their end?
Thank you, thank you.
Say that again?
It was on their end the problem was?
Maybe here, we have no idea, but she tested it and it worked.
Thanks so much. Yes.
So section 7 in new business, item number 7.1. The address is 519 Northeast 118th Street. It's for case number CE 26-0020. Property owner is NCC Renovations LLC in care of their registered agent, Hernandez Candelaria. We're asking for an order of enforcement. They were found to be in violation of section 8.5 of the Unsafe Structure Miami-Dade County Code. This property has been declared unsafe by the building official of the Village of Biscayne Park.
Hey, everyone.
I'll do that. So then the next one is 7.2, same property owner, same address. The case number is CE-26-0021. We're asking for an order of enforcement in this case. They've been found to be in violation of section 8.4.10, accumulation of trash, junk, and debris. There's so much overgrowth, trash all over the property.
Is it still in that condition?
Yes.
Have you had any communications with the homeowner or who's in charge of it?
Were you able to speak with them? I wasn't able to communicate with them.
We've been communicating with Rafael.
Rafael.
Ma'am, if you would, your name and your relationship to the property.
I'm Agustina Fernandez. I'm Candelaria's sister, and I'm one of the property of the,
Wait,
of the property.
you're an owner of the property?
Yes.
Okay. But before we hear from you, Raphael, what communications have you had on 7.1 and 2 with that property? So since the violations were issued, there's been no communications? Okay.
So the initial communication was, It's unsafe structure, 519. No, I issued the violation, but they spoke with you before. They gave you like an idea about what they wanted to do with the property.
No, my husband, but it's the same, yeah.
They can't build or they can't build the size at all?
Too. No, yeah, that's a short story. I'll explain a little better if you want.
Sure.
We bought this property on May of 2025. We own, I live in the neighborhood right here in the 120 and 7.
Ask you to speak up.
Sorry.
you.
Is that
I'm sorry. I live in the neighborhood in my house, and we started investing in the neighborhood when I moved in. We bought the house that is right in front of us. We planned on selling the house. We remodeled everything, that was put on sale, but it didn't sold. So we had to rent it out. We were supposed to use the money from that selling to actually build this new house. During that process, we did some research on the property that we bought. That is a house that is to be demolished, but we didn't know that it was unsafe. When we bought it, there was homeless people living in the house. So what we did is to clean up the property outside and inside, clean it. It's not somewhere that you want to go. And we just put wood on the windows and doors so nobody could get in. So I was surprised because there's no trash in the property. There's a lot of, I imagine, vegetation because we literally don't even pass by. So this is when we noticed that we had to send somebody to maintain, basically, and we apologize for that. We don't know what we're gonna do yet. We don't want to sell, tell you the truth, but we know I'm doing the variance for my pool, and I know how that process goes. And it's been like a year and something already. So for a new house, I imagine how long it's gonna be. But we are waiting to have the money actually to actually do it. But I don't know what I have to do to keep that maybe empty, but with no um, committing any violation, because that's not something that I want. So you tell me.
Well, let me ask you a question. Raphael said that you represented that you're not able to build a new house because the lot's too small. Is that true?
During the research process, we noticed that we need a variance in order to do something to actually make it as an investment. If we build exactly the same size the house that we have now, it doesn't make sense because it's really too small. We need a 2-story, but the property is it's triangular. It's a little complicated. So we know we're gonna have a hard time developing that, but we will do it because nobody else will buy it anyways.
It's not that you can't build. You cannot build as large a structure as you're hoping to.
Or make the numbers work, we need to build a 2,000 square footage house with a pool, and in that property is not feasible without a variance.
Have you discussed it with the P and D department?
We didn't yet because
Before you dismiss it completely, it would probably benefit you to discuss.
And like I said, we want to go through that process because we don't have that many experiences developing, but any developer could tell that before buying. So nobody will buy it from us. We know that we have to do it, at least have the plans approved for selling the plans once they're approved. But the plan is to do it ourselves, but we're gonna need some time.
Doreen, what about the issue with the trash and all that stuff?
Let's handle that case first.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Considerably more involved. So if there's
So,
no object,
I'm saying I would have appreciated if I heard that story before coming here. I heard some of what Raphael had told me. And the reason I never issued violations was because I was under the impression that you guys were working on coming to apply for permits. What happened was the building official was inspecting a property next door. And then he saw that property and called me over. So I'm not able to go on the property on my own as a code officer. But with the building official there, he has more rights than I do. We went around and saw the property and saw how compromised it is. So that's why he had to declare it unsafe. What you can do is have an appointment with the building official. He can speak with you, do the research with you, and tell you exactly what you can do or cannot do with that lot.
Okay, then that will be amazing. And in the case that we need to wait some time until we do something, what is the way to go? Should we put like a chain fence to?
So that
protect the
meeting is
people?
really important because it's been declared unsafe. He may give you the permission to put a fence around it while you go through the process of the variance or demolition or whatever you decide.
Mhm.
So
And
that
we
at least
also,
would
I
speed
imagine we
up
can
the
also submit a demolition permit only for the demolition and.
The thing is, our code on construction fences is very clear and
It's
planning and
for
design.
construction.
I'm sorry?
That is for construction.
Right, there has to be some type of.
There
permit.
it has to be concurrent with either a demo
Demo.
permit application or a building application. And our Planning and Design Review Board
That's true.
is adamant. They will not grant a construction fence without
Without that.
one of the other two permits going with it.
And my concern is what happens after. If I do the demolition and I have that chain fence for construction, once I've done the demolition, what happens?
So
Can I
once you
take it
do the
out and
demo,
is it
that
okay?
property comes into compliance. All you have to do is maintain it, make sure it's cut and clean. You don't have to do anything with the lot.
So it could be cleared and then you'll be fine.
When I clear and it's good.
As long as.
With
you
a permit,
keep it in what we like. to
with a
call-
permit.
Yeah,
As long as you keep it in what we like to call a park-like setting, in other words, don't let it overgrow, don't let it accumulate.
Yeah, we don't,
One,
and I understand that if that is the situation, I can believe that because I literally never even pass by. So, that may be the
His
situation.
concern, the building official, was that, as you stated, there were people living in there, there are squatters living in that property. And if something happens, a fire, that building crumbles, it's a huge liability to the
Yeah,
city.
that was the situation before. We made sure that everything is sealed now.
Are you in a position in the meantime to go for the demolition permit and to raise the place? Or,
Um, I think that's the only option that we have.
because once you do that, then your problem's solved until you figure it out.
That this was unsafety. I think that's, that's what we should do.
Due diligence before you buy.
Now we know.
Yes.
on the item 7.2, the trash, et cetera, we have a motion.
Well, I didn't, I think that we jumped back to seven. I think we were trying to talk about 7.2 and then Doreen talked about 7.1. We just talked about it. But I was still at the unresolved question about, you had represented that there was debris.
Yes.
She said that she was surprised that she didn't think that there was non-organic debris there. So
She hasn't been there.
But when we bought the property, Rafael called us and told us.
Yeah.
No,
February 18th, last Wednesday.
So all that vegetation, all the vegetation, all the stuff on the ground.
I mean, to me, it looks organic.
It's dry vegetation.
Right,
The
not trash, right.
Right. the way the ordinance is
Oh, yeah.
written, they
Debris.
just lump everything in one,
Right.
Right.
non-living. Clean it up.
Mhm.
Yeah, basically just need, all this needs.
It's essentially.
That broken concrete.
Is a broad term, but consider all the debris.
On,
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to make a motion on.
I'll make a motion on 7.2. I don't know what to do about 7.1. On CE 26 0021, I will say that an offense has has occurred, and I would like to give a $250 fine and a $250 administrative fee. We give them 30 days to clean it up.
Is that 7.1 or 7.2?
7.2. 7.2.
Until March 17th.
March 17th to have the property cleared up, otherwise a $250 daily fine.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0. Okay, now on to 7.1.
You understand that? Okay.
It's got to get secured somehow.
Yes.
Now, obviously, if you're going to opt to build rather than demo, that's a much lengthier process. and the construction fence. And I know they do not like to make exceptions.
No, they can apply for the
Very
demo
clear.
permit. They have time even with the demo permit.
Huh.
If they're having issues with money, if they have a permit in place, they may have up to 6 months
Ah,
to a year.
Thank
to
you
be
for
able-
reminding me.
How long? 60 days to a year?
6 months, and it can be renewed
6
for
months.
180 days, from what I understand.
So that perhaps would be,
At least
Well-
have the demo permit. That would allow you to put a construction
construction.
6 months.
Then you can apply for another 6-month extension.
extension if you're not ready to demo.
And then once the house is raised and it's removed, then the fence can come down and just maintain the lawn
Just maintain the grounds, yeah.
while you go through the variance stuff.
Basically, you want to keep the property the way you would want the property next to you to be kept.
Good analogy.
And
So maybe you should visit it once a week to see what's going on there.
Does it make you sad to go by? Is that why?
the responsible for that, but it's me or whomever it is, but yes, this is reasonable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That'll be a help. Huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If there are no further questions, I'll make a motion. In case number CE 26-0020, a violation has occurred. Assess a $250 fine, a $250 admin fee. Give the property owner until March 31st to pull a demo permit, pull a demo permit and a construction fence permit, or a $250 daily fine thereafter.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
But let me ask you a question before that. Your intention is with that existing structure that it has to come down no matter what you do? Okay.
Can
Aye.
you give them 60 days on their order instead of 30?
I was saying March 31st. You think it needs to be longer?
Yes, April,
Okay.
end of April.
Let me let me
Amend.
amend, thank you, my motion from March 31st to April 28th to obtain a demo and construction fence permit.
A second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
Can I make it-
Go ahead.
When you submitted the permit, or something like this, do you need an engineer?
I'm sorry.
Yes, but could you come to the village hall,
Yeah.
Okay,
to the building department? I'll have you speak with someone there. I'll give you all the information.
amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays
So if
and
you want-
Thursdays.
Next Thursday, you'll be
Okay.
able to meet one of them.
Perfect. Amazing.
Miguel, yeah, we have one of the building officials coming in tomorrow. So if you want to come.
Okay,
tomorrow,
I might pass by.
leave him with your number. I'll call you when he comes.
It's right there.
Or the phone number you said. Okay, I'll call you. Comes in.
Good luck. Don't worry about it. Good night.
Next case on the agenda is in old business, section 6, and it's 6.1. Address is 690 Northeast 113th Street. It's for the case CE 25-0746 for the Church of Resurrection. We were going to ask for an intent to lien on this violation. However, they have paid the fine and the case is now in compliance. We're asking that you close this case. Yes.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
Next two cases are 6.3 and 6.4. Property address is 821 Northeast 120th Street. Case number CE 25-0763 for BP 120 LLC in care of the registered agent Robin Weiner. The second case is CE 250795, same property owner. We are asking for an extension on the order of enforcement, the compliance date of January 25, because the permits are still in review. They are working on them. Planning and design review approved. They are in building review right now. There were some things that were rejected that he had to work on. So the fines would start running January 21st, but we're asking for an extension from that date to whenever you decide, so he can go through the process without running fines.
Realistically? 30 days, 50?
60.
This is,
He says,
this is getting,
and the reason I say this, I think I had given you the reason at the last hearing. We have new people working in the building department. They are learning and things are a little bit backed up. They're not moving as fast. However, this particular case, whatever you recommend, if 30, I'll go with the 30 because this case has been,
it's quite honest.
it's a long,
Rather go back to a tighter deadline,
yes.
even if it means moving it again, than constantly putting those deadlines out there. You see what we're dealing
Yeah,
with?
this particular case is old.
No, they don't-
old.
Yeah.
They don't take it seriously.
And where is the owner? The owner's not here? Have you been in communication?
We have been in communication and I was hoping that he would be here tonight. But he's an attorney, maybe he's in court.
Never know.
Okay, if there are no further questions, I'll make the motion. In CE 25-0763, agree for the, give them an extension of time before any daily fines would come in until March 31st, of this year.
To do what?
Second.
And to do what? To come into compliance?
I mean, to have
The
their
permits.
Okay.
Or a daily fine.
as of April 1st. Right.
Judy.
Judy and Janie, Janie and Judy. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Okay. In CE 25-0795, agree to the extension of deadline to March 31st. And
For
because there's more to it, they have to have
The
The
permits
demo
in
permit.
place, right, the demo permit.
I know when I first read that and went, huh? Yeah, they have to have demo.
Yes.
Okay. In CE 25-0795, my motion is that we extend the deadline to March 31st of this year for them to obtain their permits. If not, the daily fine will kick in as of April 1st.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
I also just wanted to add that he has paid all the administrative costs and fines on both cases.
Thank you.
Good.
Next case is 6.5 for the address 951 Northeast 111th Street. It's for case number CE 25-0913 for Patricia Costello. This was we are asking for a dismissal of this case and to remove all fines. The property owner had a valid 2025 landlord permit. They had applied in an older system, so we were not able to, we didn't access it until much later. So it was our,
Okay, if there are no questions.
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0.
next item is 7.5, and it's for the address 920 Northeast 108th Street. It's for case number CE 26-0028. Property owner is Ilan Hamami. He requested for a continuance of this case, found to be in violation of chapter 5.6.1A1 off-street parking. The property doesn't have an approved parking surface. He is going through some medical issues. He submitted, I believe, 2 letters for the board to consider, to give him a little more time because he's
Seems a fair continuance.
30 days.
That's kind of what I was thinking, so.
He asked for 3 years, but
A 3-year continuance?
But he asked for,
3 years. So I had to explain how this works.
actually, if I remember correctly, it was January of 2023, which was the actual deadline for these driveways. Exactly. So,
We can, you can give them 30 days and we can bring them for progress reports.
yeah, I would, again, because of the way things have been working lately, I would prefer extending it simply to, continuing it to March's meeting, and let's see where we are from there, but I would really like to not push it out further. Comments from the board?
Yeah, I think Doctor.
Is there, would everyone be okay with continuance to the March meeting? Okay. Yep. Mhm.
I'll second.
Oh, Judy second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
Next 2 items, 7.6 and 7.7. Address is 981 Northeast 113th Street. First case number is CE-26-0013 for Mr. Rene Alvarez. First case, we're asking for an order of enforcement found to be in violation of section 8.4.31G, exterior wall paint. He had applied for a paint color approval, but it has now expired and he hasn't painted his house.
Mm-hmm.
He came before the board and you allowed him to go ahead and paint his house because he had this permit that he had applied for a night before. However, he hasn't done anything. It's expired now.
This is an absolute prime example. And when we get to discussion, we can go over the new phrasing that will incorporate a potential second daily fine if work's not done by the end, by the expiration of a permit.
Well,
This is a perfect example of why.
so happened whenever I did what my first review of cases I had, I had put down for a secondary find it after, after the permit expires. So, if I may, if there are no questions, I'd make a motion to pay CE-26-012 that a violation has occurred, specifying $250 administrative cost. Property owners should have a fully color approval, but that's still a permit, right? Color approval by March the 14th or property is fully marked by permit or
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
The next case is for the same address and same property owner. Case number CE-26-0014. They were found to be in violation of section 8.4.10, accumulation of trash, junk, and debris. There's a trash pile in their backyard, which keeps getting bigger and bigger. When I issued this violation, I spoke with the daughter spoke with Mr. Renee's child and explained the violation, and she said she would explain to the dad, what they need to do. What we've seen is the pile in the backyard just getting bigger and bigger. And non-compliant.
These guys came at one time because they had the fence, right? The fence in the back, that concrete fence.
Even the fence didn't really hide because it was a little fence.
Yeah, it was a little
It
fence.
wasn't- You know, it's not like you're in an interior lot and you can kind of do whatever. It's there for the world.
Yeah, and that fence wasn't a privacy fence either.
It's another. Okay. Any questions? Anybody like to make a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that a violation has occurred and assess a $250 fine, $250 daily, I'm sorry, administrative fee, and give them 30 days to comply.
Need a date.
2 weeks.
Full date.
The trash pile is big. 2 weeks to
So,
comply.
2 weeks, when?
The 13th?
March 13th?
That gives them a couple of weeks.
Okay, to comply, otherwise $250 daily fee, daily fine.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
The last case on the agenda tonight is 7.11. It's for the address 11215 Northeast 8th Avenue. It's for case number CE 25-1007 for Sylvia Barcelona. We're asking for an order of enforcement. They're found to be in violation of section 8.4.3.1F, property maintenance of the roof. The roof is discolored and they haven't cleaned it.
Any conversations?
Compliant.
Any communications?
Raphael. Mhm.
What was she upset about? Did she disagree with what you said? Ah,
Will be good. Okay. Yeah.
we got you.
Did she get a courtesy notice ahead of the notice of violation? Oh, it's just, sorry, I remember, sorry. Yep.
What'd you have to say about it?
If there are no more questions, who would like to make a motion? I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0.
Before you go to the minutes, I just wanted to, on behalf of the manager, inform the board that there'll be 2 ordinances that are going for first reading on March 3rd. The first ordinance was recommended by Parks and Rec. It's a no smoking condition while you're in the park.
Can I say awesome?
No smoking. In the car?
When the
Park. Park.
Car, I'm like.
No, the park.
Am I allowed to say that's fantastic?
The second ordinance was recommended from our department. and it's for artificial turf. Thank you, Judy. We are recommending that some guidelines be put in place. While the state does not allow local jurisdictions to stop people from using artificial turf, we just needed to make sure that there were some guidelines for people to follow so they don't just do whatever they want to do. So it's going for first reading. March.
Glad to hear both of those. Before we get to the minutes, Doreen and staff have, everybody should have ample amended order of enforcement. And then, I guess, this is the way you'd like to have it go. Well, the order of enforcement, the part I really want to call everybody's attention to, if you remember, we've had the discussion, and we had it again tonight, of people who, okay, they sort of comply, they get the permit. And that's it, they're done. Nothing goes beyond that. So if you look down to parts 1A and B, where partial compliance is obtained by obtaining the permit, the daily fine is held in abeyance. Then B, most important, if the work is not completed by the expiration date of the permit, an additional fine will be assessed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that, I guess, we do need to read into every one of our motions then, am I right?
Yes.
So I'll keep my cheat sheet with me because that becomes important, because we were trying, and you'll see when we get to December's meeting, it's still been clunky, and Vanessa has to try to figure out exactly what we're trying to say, and it's not easy. This will kind of refine the language where, yes, there's a daily fine if you don't comply at all. But if you do comply by pulling the permit, that's really only partial compliance. The point is to get whatever the project is done, in which case the daily fine, I love that terminology, the daily fine goes into abeyance, and it only comes back if you don't finish by the expiration date or are approved to extend the permit.
So I see in 1B, there's a blank for the amount of the fine, and then it says if a request for an extension is not made, then 250. So I guess that's the default number of 250. Is there some, range that we're talking about for 1B? Because we've always talked about 250 for fines.
250 is the standard that Chapter 162 allows.
Yeah.
Now, if the board wanted to do more, they can.
Or less.
Less, it's up to you, but 250 is like the minimum.
Because the problem with going less is it starts then to look subjective. When we stay with the approved fines, then it does not open that can of worms up. Well, wait a minute, my violation really wasn't as bad as that one, and back and forth. And
How
I
come
think-
they got 150 and I got 200?
And I think for a long time now, we've been able to stay out of any foray of selectivity or targeting or whatever, and part of that is being consistent in our fines.
And also, once compliance is achieved, we've been really good about dropping down, especially on those daily fines. So I've talked to people who said, oh my God, I've got to do my driveway and I've got only this much time because they're going to give me fines. And it's like, it pushes people.
Yeah, no, I just didn't understand if it was, yeah, because it's the same, but we have a blank there. Is the blank there because of the
Also, if it's
Right.
Could go to 500.
okay, but it doesn't say, so it's a lump sum number, because it doesn't say, it just will be assessed, period. Is that per day? Is it per total? I mean, how are we doing that?
So the board has, when you read your conditions, you have up to an amount that you can assess within the time of the law.
Uh-huh.
Depending on the outrageous of
So we would just be putting in a lump sum number there.
the dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would really not necessarily,
No, I'm just saying that the discretion that we're exercising is between $250 and $1,000. Right? That's why it's blank. Right.
You
the discretion, but the discretion not to go below 250, but up to 1,000. Okay. Great.
We're good on those two. And every,
It's interesting, 250 daily fine. Paid it retroactive.
Yes.
mhm,
Oh,
because they never really comply.
right. Okay. Should get him to move.
Right.
Hopefully.
But I figure on the actual amended order of enforcement, it's a little bit cleaner. Are you wanting us to use this one or this one?
Either one, I think they're
Yeah,
both the same.
I like it nice and clean on the amended order of enforcement.
I think what we were just trying to make sure the board gets clear about is
Sure.
you can put those fines in abeyance and then reinstate
And
them
we,
retroactively.
'cause remember, we were stumbling all over the way to phrase that. You, of course, did a wonderful job. Has everyone had the chance to read the minutes? Okay, let's do January 1st. December's gonna take a little longer. Anything in January? Nope. we're good.
I thought 718 was Michael.
Oh.
Seconded. Anybody else have that?
I have question mark question.
On the second? So they like to go, both of them like to go same time. Oh, I don't know which one.
Like to do what? Go at the same time?
Yeah, Judy.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, Mike. I wrote that Michael, not me,
On
was
18th?
the second. 718.
Did anyone else write anything different?
I had Michael with question marks. My note had Michael, but I do realize that many
Judy.
times there's.
Okay, we can change it to Michael.
Wait, let me check. Which one was this? January?
Yep.
January 7.18.
7.18.
January 13th.
Was a meeting. January 21st was a meeting. The item number is 7.
Oh, 7. 7.1, I had.
18.
Here it is. 7.18. 7.18, I had. Oh, I didn't- Never mind.
Oh, you said Michael, we'll go with Michael. So we can amend
That
that.
works. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes with that one change?
Nice.
Okay.
I'll second.
Judy second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 4-0. Okay, bear with me in December. Okay. 6.3. Actually, Judy's motion was to rescind the daily fine completely, not just as of December 17th.
0.3.
To completely rescind the daily fine.
What number?
6.3. Sorry.
Made a motion to rescind the daily fine as of December 13th.
But we wiped out all the daily fines. Remember, we didn't just,
Oh, so nothing else was assessed
Right.
after? Okay, so we'll take that out.
we didn't just stop them as of December 17th. There were some issues, I believe.
No, the Wednesday rescind. And there's nothing. No, Wednesday rescind. Oh, yeah, we may have heard this differently. So she rescinded the daily fine or was it everything?
It was a daily fine.
Just a daily
Um,
fine.
The, the violation fine and the admin fine stayed, but all the daily fines were.
Were rescinded. So it says made a motion to rescind the daily fine as of December 17th. And then the assessed violation fine plus the administrative fine will remain.
But see, by saying rescinded as of December 17th, it sounds like whatever daily fines had accrued to that point, they had to pay, and that wasn't the intent.
Okay, so we remove the date.
Daily fine.
Okay, so we said rescind the daily,
All the daily fine, period.
all the daily fine.
There you go.
Leave-
Exactly.
Leave the administrative and the violation.
We got it.
Okay?
Okay. Now going on to the clunkiness where we, we're trying to do the all work to be completed. 7.4.
7 point.
Okay. The fifth line, all work to be completed by the expiration date, really needs to come out of that area.
Fine.
Under 7.4, line number 5, where it reads, all work is to be completed by the expiration date of the permit, needs to be removed from that area because you want that to come in after the daily fine by saying all work to be completed by expiration date of permit or $250 daily fine will commence day after expiration. Because that's not how we're going to say it going forward, but that's how we said it in December.
Right, I'll fix it.
It's we have a cleaner way of saying it now, but in December, we were still trying to work the kinks.
We'll fix it. Here.
7.14. Starting on the fifth line, starting with all work to be, I would suggest removing everything after that. And instead, if compliance not achieved by February 17th, daily fine of $250 will commence on February 18th. Then all work to be completed by expiration of permit or $250 daily fine will commence day following expiration.
So if compliance is not achieved by,
February 17th, a daily fine of $250 will commence on February 18th. All work to be completed by expiration of permit or $250 daily fine will commence day following expiration. Does Vanessa get combat pay for this? I know she gets my undying gratitude, but that doesn't help. Okay.
Cookies might help.
some cookies.
I make a mean pizzelle. I'll have to break my waffle cookies. 7.16.
7.16.
Brownies help.
Nobody makes brownies like you. Nobody. Or stuffed mushrooms. Okay, on to 7.16. Same principle done on line 5. From the words all work to be completed by, I would suggest removing those and say if no, well, hang on. Bear with me. Okay, if compliance not achieved, daily fine of $250 will commence as of February 18th. All work to be completed by expiration of permit or $250 daily fine will commence as of day following expiration. And basically, it's the same thing on 17. Same principle, if compliance not achieved. Hopefully that's it. That's it. Noreen, I think we all thank you for coming up with much cleaner, crisper language. 'Cause, I mean, the point is to achieve what was not happening, but the point is also to make it understandable for everybody.
Also, we don't want this to land on a judge's table and
Uh-huh. Yes,
throw out all the cases.
yes, ma'am.
We adjourn,
I was gonna ask for, discussion and, if you don't mind, Joe, I'm so sorry. Anybody have any issues you know of at the moment in terms of meeting attendance?
April meeting, I'm most likely will not.
Do you wanna, to try to
I have
switch it?
no, I'm going on. Sixth of March, yeah.
If anything changes and you come back in March and say, hey, can we move the meeting, let's try.
Well, no, nothing's gonna change with my leaving. 'Cause I may be
You're coming
back, I
back.
may only be there 2 weeks.
Right.
That was all. So I would not request to
Okay,
change the
all right.
meeting.
You know me,
I don't know if I could be back.
okay. But you know me, I always
You'll
try.
be here for March.
And March is the 18th?
Yes, sir.
It should be good.
You okay with that? Judy, you still good with that? Did anybody hear from Rodolfo?
No, and she sent several messages to remind everyone that the meeting was today, Tuesday.
I haven't got a phone call.
Yeah.
Wow.
I made a phone call and said, holy shit, is our meeting?
I still went to bed last night and was like, oh my God, did I have a meeting tonight?
A phone call. But then again, I'm the one that requested it. I sure
Yes.
better remember it.
Oh, Vanessa knows me.
Okay, any other discussion? Any?
I better be.
Is there any progress with, these permits that have been expired and or being renewed and driveways not, 5 years?
Yes, we are going to go through all of those. Actually, this on our list this year. We did that last year. We went through expired permits. We found a lot of stuff that wasn't moving. And we're gonna do that one more time. We've just been busy. We are cleaning up some ordinances with the manager and that's been keeping us.
I mean, so this last one with the guy that didn't, over in 113th there, or 113th, you just happened to come across that one again because he had another violation and saw that he had that expired permit? The one with the expired permit. You just came across that because there was other violations? Is that,
Oh, no, that was a paint permit. You mean,
yeah, the paint permit.
It's by his, when I drive around, I pass by his house all the time.
So, but so that one you just happened to happen upon versus going through the files and seeing,
He's right here. I always pass his house.
oh, okay. Right.
I'm not happy with him at all. He's a great gentleman, but he has to fix it out. Renee.
mhm. Very nice man, yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, we need a motion to adjourn. We do need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.